All right, this is Pete Wichert, and I'm joined by Seth Davis, and I'm making my return to Slam Internet Radio, and it is February 26th of 2015, and I'd like to thank everybody for sticking with me, and thank Seth Davis and Telly Blackwood, who will be joining us in a minute. We've had some technical problems, to say the least, with the transition to the new studio. A lot of the video equipment got pretty much installed already, so basically we're doing the best we can with what we have at the moment. But Seth, congratulations on being on that show and having the chance to speak with someone on well, why don't you talk about it, on the killing of Kennedy, actually. Unbelievable.
Okay. Well, I actually joined Tina Elaine, who runs a show called Harmful Agendas on a Shake and Wake radio network. And it was extremely interesting. I had a chance to join her a couple days ago talking about molds. And we had a Dr. Croft came in and talked about the importance of how molds actually cause a lot of immune system problems and are actually far more of a threat than most people realize, but also important precautions of how to actually clean up molds and such, instead of using bleach, using ammonia to concentrate, and also UV lighting, which is rather important as well. However, today, earlier, we talked with Judith Baker, and this lady or woman was at one point knew Lee Harvey Oswald fairly well, had an affair with him, and he, extremely interesting woman, very brave to be able to step out and speak up to a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
And
I hate to interrupt real quick. I'm just going to call Telly, so I'm going to mute myself and call Telly Blackwood, a.k.a. Leatherface, good buddy of mine and yours as well, so keep going.
Would you like me to start in on a news story or something like that, or give a general headline roundup while you?
Oh yeah, you could do what you please, brother. You're on fire right now, so everything you think turns into gold, man. So whatever you feel is necessary.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, here's just a quick roundup of some headlines. This is out of Russia Today. Iran tests, quote, combat robot with machine gun in massive test drills. This is out of VacTruth.com. California infant dies after 8 vaccines. Family gets him back from hospital cremated. Got a ChicagoTribune.com. Is why Rahm Emanuel might lose. There was a moment during Chuy Garcia's acceptance speech Tuesday night when it became apparent he could win. Continuing on, InfoWars. Navy proves flu shot causes flu. As Canadian scientists and U.S. Navy say flu shot ineffective. Out of Photography is notacrime.com. Antonio Bueller's lawsuit against Austin PD headed towards Supreme Court. after Texas judge dismissed. Naturalnews.com, taking birth control pills more than doubles brain tumor risk in 5 years. Let's see. Antimedia.org, Chicago police uses local news media to downplay secret torture site. Continuing. London Telegraph, this is some nice anti-Islamic propaganda that the Telegraph's put out there. Over a quarter of British Muslims have sympathy for the Charlie Hebdo terrorists. Is just pretty disgusting. Let's see. Out of rawstory.com, watch. Top scientists suggest creationists should be imprisoned for the mental health of kids.
Wichert is proud to announce another guest. This is historic for the Truth is Stranger in Fiction to have Seth Davis and Telly Blackwood, so 2 guests at one time joining us. And this is Telly Blackwood, aka motherfucking Leatherface. He wanted to be introduced as. So Telly, thanks for joining us, man. And first off, I'd like to say thanks for being there for me through the hard times, and I can't thank you enough for your support.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. Shit happens,
Yeah. So tell us what's new with you, man. I've seen some pictures. You're looking great, brother. You're looking like you could kick Mike Tyson's ass right now.
I don't know, man. I saw him a couple of years back, man. He still was pretty big, man. No Mikey there.
Oh, when you're not little yourself, Tully, man. You're like 6'8". You got the reach on him. I'd like to see that, man.
Yeah, I wasn't a heavyweight champion of the world boxing either. I had a video game made after me.
That's awesome. That's awesome, man. So, man, tell us about your new project.
Yeah, I started a documentary a few months back. Went to the doctor. Doctor said I was fucked up and not doing too good. And had a bunch of stuff wrong with me, like borderline diabetes and whole things that come with it, whatever. And I was kind of messing the head for like a month, and I decided just to take action on it. And my first step was I got me a bottle of oxy powder stuff.
Wow, Tally, you actually did join the group chat if you wanted to do video. I don't know if you had problems with your camera, but I just seen that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's on the phone now. It's phone sucks like that.
But no, we could. Seth, can you hear Tally well?
Yeah, not
Okay.
perfectly, but well enough to understand what he's saying.
I'll turn my mic up. Tally. So keep going. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just noticed you actually did accomplish it, man. Pat on the back. You got on Google chat.
I was trying to. I've been having a lot of issues with Google lately, and nothing new, but my ongoing legacy of Google issues.
Yeah. They seem to be messing with us. People, Seth and I, man, had some. Basically, every show we've done the last couple weeks sabotaged to the point where he turned into Linda Blair from The Exorcist. But Seth, try to talk for a second, bro.
Yes, sir. Am I coming through?
Okay, everything's good. Yeah, everything's working good. So, Tully, basically, you're making a movie about your own personal transformation, and what sparked you to spark the thought to, hey, I'm gonna get back in shape and document this.
Yeah, I was just at that point where I was just like, man, what am I going to do? And I went ahead and got the oxy powder stuff and blew my ring out for like a week or two, and I noticed I had dropped like 17 pounds like real fast. I'm like, wait a minute, I wasn't really dehydrated. I thought it was water weight like that. Like something's going on. I just continued to do it for the rest of the month. And finally, I was down, a significant amount. I was like, wow, I cut out. I also quit fast food, junk food, crap food, sugar sodas, and high fructose, gluten crap. I cut all it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I stopped a lot of bad habits and everything. And at that point, my finances were going down the drain, and I already had some progress. I'm like, wait a minute. I'll just hit up the boys up there, InfoWars, and see if they'll just, do a little plan, see if they'll sponsor me for the next few months, see about making a little movie or something out of it. And they kind of just grew, more and more from there, and so I started making some phone calls and fishing for sponsors and things, see if I can get a little bit back into making a good film. 24-hour fitness, hop board, give me filming privileges inside there, which they normally don't do. Took me a trainer, and just, from there on out, things started, falling into place. Boards, sent me a bunch of cool stuff, and my supplements and shirts to wear, and for videos and everything, and not so long after that, benefits, sent me some longevity, and not long after that, Dr. Grip kicked in and sent me a bunch of cool stuff, and sponsored the rest of it. So that's some pretty cool, unique people come forward to help with it. And I was like pushing over 421 pounds. I was a fat bastard. And I'm down like just early 370s, like late 360s now.
Your progress has been amazing, brother.
In a few weeks, and I'm looking to make a lot of progress on that. So I just make it into a movie, and the more I post about it on Facebook, and the more people start having the board, getting inspired to go back to the gym, seeing how I can do it, other people can do it.
Yeah, and that's, to me, I think you're helping InfoWars right now at a key time, because Seth, I mean, I've had some issues where I've been running around to the hospital, and personal thing myself is didn't really tell anyone about, so I missed a lot. But I've been hearing that there's a war on the supplements, and I know you take them as well, Seth, and you could vouch for them, right?
Yes, agreed. I don't take much as far as InfoWars supplements, but yeah.
Telly.
I feel sorry for always people I see posting negative stuff on there about the supplements and the products and everything, and I've just seen all that, and it's like, they're gonna be in it for a big surprise when this video comes out and they see that all I'm taking is just Dr. Grips and InfoWars stuff. That's all I'm taking.
Yeah.
I'm dieting. I'm eating reasonably. I cut a bunch of crap out, and I'm exercising, but I feel to keep things going and to reset your body to do what you wanted to do. It took a little extra, which was there's supplements and everything.
Now, Seth, you were trying.
Natural was great. I think the supplement vitality. I think the Secret 12, iodine, everything. I get the whole panel.
Wow.
So it's been working, man. Anybody who doubts it, they're idiots.
And one thing I want to put out there is he actually had this movie idea, talked about it on this show months and months before they started attacking the supplement line. So for all the haters out there, you could, I vouch my word on I'll put my hand on the Bible, swear to God that Telly was thinking about this. This is not a ploy. And Telly, can you hold on for 1 second? I'm going to ask Seth about his personal experience with the products. Seth, tell us what InfoWars Life products and health products you bought and how they've affected your life too. Validate time, because there's a lot of haters.
The lung cleanse spray I had for a while, that actually helps a lot. And I use the Super Male Vitality, but the only one that I've kept through the entire time is the Survival Shield. I actually originally bought Survival Shield, the regular, and then I got Survival Shield X2, and I've still got quite a bit of that left. So that's what I've been taking. It actually helps quite a bit as far as, well, I mean, Pete, you can vouch for this, as far as clearer thoughts almost immediately. While you still have everything else in your life that you got to deal with and all this as far as diet and everything, that helps a lot. Just having a clear mind to be able to put words to some of the thoughts that you have there that otherwise your head would be very clouded, sort of a tired, a weary.
Well, there you go. There's another person right there. And I got to admit, I've taken nascent iodine, and I wish I would have, if I had the money, I would get Super Male. But moving into the big story, I want both your guys' takes. First Telly, then Seth. We'll go in that order just to make it easier. Man, we have a secret prison here in Chicago, and I'm hearing there's people from Guantanamo there, that they snatch people up in SUVs. black SUVs unmarked, and I've had them following me. So this hits home. And we got, Joe Biggs down there right now investigating, thank God. And Telly, man, shit, what are we gonna do out here? I mean, I know from working with some cops, there's more than this place down here, and I'm sure they have them by both of you guys. And your states, you're both maybe on the West Coast, but I guarantee it. What's your take on this, Telly?
I'm sure those things are probably everywhere. They've probably been there for a long time. We're probably just now hearing about, these facilities. They've probably been there for a long time, man.
Yeah.
And that's why the NDA was put into play. A lot of those things, the cops and the local law enforcement are definitely going to take advantage of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like here in Sacramento now, there's a big thing about, the city wants to, do we give the police permission to use drones and everything? And, I'm not against the cops using drones and everything. That's another subject, but especially for hostage situations or, stops, things like that. But, once you give the say take a mile, once they start off with, it's just for this, pretty soon it'll be one in every neighborhood, floating around, seeing what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, they could use helicopters for air support like they have.
So as far as these facilities, man, they've probably been there for a long time. It's people just need to wake up and they think they're safe and they happen to land money for assholes.
I got a question. First, I guess Seth, I'd like your take on this. Why do you think they released this now? I mean, it's not like this was broken by Infowars.com. If it was, then I wouldn't be skeptical. Why do you think now all of a sudden they would, the Guardian and Der Spiegel and everyone else would report on this? What triggered it?
I don't know. You could have a conscientious objector.
Tired of the bullshit. That was probably the trigger. It's kind of new for me to really give you an idea why I think they're doing it. I'm sure it's part of some kind of big master plan. It always is.
Seth, what's your take?
Yeah.
Hey, hold on 1 second, Telly. I got Seth Davis joining us as well on Hangout. So,
it's all good, man.
So I'm getting his take on this real quick. So Seth, why do you think they would come out with this right now? Because that's a sketchy thing to me. I think that where I'm investigating at O'Hare is bigger, and I think
I'd say that's the nexus point of all this, as we talked about. That's where all the black sites are actually coordinated through, and they used O'Hare as a mother site, essentially, an ability to give them the ability to communicate between these sites quickly and to get people dispatched quickly. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how it works, and I'm sure this is all over the place. But as to why, I would say it's I don't know, man. There could be a conscientious objector at some point just deciding they've had enough and that this is wrong, because there are people within the system that know that this is wrong and occasionally will turn away from the dark side, as it were. But in some cases, they actually put this stuff out to want to discourage people, because they know that once this information comes out, that people are going to hear about it and are actually going to be afraid. They're going to cower. There are going to be a lot of people that are in the truth movement that are going to hear about this stuff and be like, oh my God, it's real, and then the chilling effect is going to take place. Well, I'm here to tell you right now, I will not filter what I say. You will not filter what you say. We won't filter what we say. That's what makes this the realest show on air, period.
Amen. Thank you, Seth. I appreciate that, man, because you know what? You and I, Telly, we are probably three of the most uncensored people to tell it how it is, whether you like it or not, And I just think my personal take is that this is going to be something bigger that they're hiding, and this is just a cover for that. So everyone's attention now is on this place when they have a bigger facility somewhere else. That's my take.
Well, anybody within the Chicago Police Department that wants to come forward and say something, now would be the time.
Yeah, good point. Good point. And Telly, so basically, I wanted to get your take on, since you're, in the, been in the movie industry and a producer. What's your take on these ISIS beheading videos? What's your take on them in general? And
Oh man, complete bullshit. Every video I found airs, and just the fact that any other video these crazy pricks show them actually doing the deed, and none of these videos show anybody getting killed. Just a lot of production, a lot of crane work, a lot of track work to get all these good special shots and effects, and the high definition cameras they're using, the green screen they're using.
The guy's like each one of them are like 7 foot tall or something. Like they make you look like a midget.
Well, the fact the guy's from England too. It was all well produced. I've even slowed down frame by frame when it shows him start cutting the dude's neck after 4 little cuts, and there's absolutely nothing there.
Yep.
When it was zoomed on, and I went frame by frame. So it's just propaganda bullshit. I mean, all they're doing is.
You think it's made in America?
What's that?
Do you think it's made in America?
I don't know where the hell it's being made at. I mean, it could be anywhere, especially if it's green screen. A lot of it, I'm sure, isn't green screen, but I mean, the one with the head laying on the body and it rolls in, I can tell that was After Effects.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just seeing that all it is propaganda to try to pretend to execute all these different people from all these different countries and try to pull in the UN and bring all the countries together to fight ISIS, and we get up our new world order.
Well, dude, you know there's 60 countries ready.
It's probably obvious what they're doing. It's all propaganda to unite the UN. That's all it is.
There's 60 countries. To back your point up, 60 countries already fighting ISIS. I wasn't even aware of this. And
oh yeah, everybody's following us doing this and that, but it's like, but the White House and the Homeland Security is worried about right wingers in America. You got our borders completely open. You're already hinting in for them to come over and do something to us.
Good point.
And it's like, we're so worried about right wingers and constitutionalists and everything when those are the sons of bitches that are funding ISIS and funding Al Qaeda and funding all these groups that we left back there to take over all the wealth and the weapons and go ahead and go into a little stupid jihad.
Yep. Hey, Seth, what was that guy's name who's one of the higher ups who is Jewish?
Oh, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Look him up, Telly. And, dude, it's just an unbelievable story. A guy that grew up...
Seltzer, poop ball, what? What's his name?
Seth, say it one more time for Telly.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. His actual real name is Shimon Elliott or Simon Elliott.
Simon Elliott? Shimon Elliott, but he went by Simon Elliott, and now he's like Abdul al-Bakr.
Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi. Yeah, he's now supposed to be one of the heads of ISIS.
Chewbacca.
Well, that's
let's just say he's an asshole. Continue.
Yeah, so this Jewish asshole is running a Muslim terrorist group, and it just so happens he's a rich Jewish asshole, and just so happens they're one of the biggest, richest terrorist groups in like a short period of damn time.
Even faster than what we funded.
Yeah, and on top of it, go on, Seth.
Oh, I was going to say to back what you and Telly were saying up there, as far as them being afraid of right-wingers and all this. Ironically enough, they fund and promote much of the quote right-wing extremism or the the neo-Nazis, the black extremists, the Muslim extremists, the Hispanic extremists, like the La Raza and all that is promoted through the Ford Foundation.
Seth was talking about how they basically fund each side, like La Raza, the Aryan Nation or Aryan Brotherhood. They fund, the Black Panthers, the new...
Yeah, it's everybody against each other. Even that Selma movie that came out, they were expecting riots and a lot of anger over that, but that didn't end up being...
Divide and conquer.
Civilization's been playing each other against each other, doing that for, thousands of years.
Yeah.
All sorts of different parts of the world, they cause other wars, other clans and people, so it's nothing new.
The Roman Empire, actually.
Old tactics, new assholes.
Yeah, I think I'm starting to see why they're so obsessed with Roman Empire and Egypt and all them, just because how cruel they were to the people. It's almost like they were kind of hinting, yeah, we're gonna mock them, and you guys are pieces of shit.
The leadership of all those countries acted like they were gods.
Yeah,
They did.
yeah,
And that's exactly how the leaders of our countries view themselves now, as gods.
Seth brought up that basically they were worshipped as gods back then, and what's your take on that, Telly? We're getting pretty damn close, I would say.
Who being a demigod? Abdullah Schlong.
No. That our presidents and elected officials are almost acting like they're gods.
Oh, yeah. We'll get that way when you think they're there until all the people come and lynch their asses and take them out in the street and fucking log their asses. No, they'll think different then.
Yeah, and that's when human sacrifice started, too.
I'm sure Mussolini thought he was all the way up there until the very end.
Authorizing fluorides in the water, and you go to these meetings and talk about the contract, let's should approve it, but they don't want to talk about nothing else. And, the transparency is just gone.
Yeah.
People keep electing these officials, and especially here in this area, a bunch of scared little white people who are here to work pot farm in their backyard, and you freak out and get scared, but the local supervisor is there to tell them, oh yeah, it's terrible, they're bad, but we'll take care of it. I have a solution right here. Three cops there in uniform, and it's just a matter of them scare tactics to scare in the votes, and then we get the assholes in there, and they put fluoride in your water, and they shit on you and crap on you when you try to go in there and talk to them about it. It's just, people are crooks, and 1776. So that's what's probably going to have to happen.
1776 will commence again when they try to take our firearms. I don't care how many weapons you have in the street.
To take the firearms before that gets initiated. All the crap that's getting out, people are tired of the shit.
Yeah.
It's going to go down eventually.
Yeah, I have a clip I'm going to play.
When it goes down, I should be skinnier so I can jump in the hills and take care of it.
Dude, you look like you're ready to whoop some ass already, right, Seth? Right? We were talking about that. Like, right when I came back, I said, Seth, man, Telly looks like he's swole as shit.
I'm down a lot of weight, man. I'm down a lot of weight, and next month I'm even doing a 5K run, obstacle course, the Mud Factor run.
Oh, wow. You're pushing yourself.
I ran a mile in my life, and I'm about to go do a 5K with obstacles all the way through it.
Like, what kind of obstacles? Like Bill Clinton or Al Gore?
No, worse. The kind that you can actually hurdle over and get through, and they can tear down with you.
Worse? I don't know, man. I don't think we could hurdle Al Gore and his fucking carbon taxes, man. I would just break that thing in half. Just plow right through it.
Carbon taxes and blow them straight up his ass.
But there was there's some good news about speaking of corrupt assholes. But Seth, I wanted to ask you, what do you know about this Chewy Rodriguez guy?
I don't know jack, man.
I don't know if he just came up with a comedy or something, or maybe Jason Deshaun rolled him up and he just came unrolled now or something, but I have no idea.
Wait, Pete.
This guy who just appeared out of nowhere.
Chewy Garcia, not Chewy Rodriguez.
Chewy Garcia.
His real name is Jesus.
Jesus Chewy Garcia. I'm sorry.
Chewy Garcia is almost like Gabriel, it's like a damn fluffy or something. It's weird. These comical names.
I'm trying to organize this here, and that was a little slip. I'm sorry, but it's just I never really heard of the guy. I met the other candidate, and he was supposed to be the guy, Fioretti, who was supposed to finish second, and all of a sudden this guy came out of nowhere, and we're having a runoff here, and I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but it's hard to think that he could be worse than Rahm Emanuel. So Seth is...
Well, let me...
Telly, I'm going to get Seth's take real quick, just because I have no clue who this guy is. Have you done any research on him, Seth?
No, sir, and I wouldn't trust the Chicago Tribune article, but at the same time, here's what they say, is the stiff, blank, meandering Garcia from the campaign trail suddenly brimmed with bravado. Instead of stammering through his mantra as the neighborhood guy, he said this, quote, "Today, we the people have spoken. Not the people with the money and the power and the connections. Not the giant corporations, the big money special interests, the hedge funds and Hollywood celebrities. They've had their say for too long." He said it on the campaign trail, of course, but now he has the data to back it up. Rahm Emanuel stuck at 45%. Holding Emanuel to a runoff wasn't the finish line for Garcia. Emanuel is in real trouble. Why? Many reasons, but one is this. Voters aren't realistic about the financial tsunami this city faces. If they were, they would not have galvanized around Garcia, who wants to reopen closed schools that for decades failed to properly educate kids. And they go on. This is their take of trying to character assassinate Chuy Garcia there, because he's not realistic. Rahm Emanuel is realistic.
Wow, he sounds actually pretty
They
decent.
don't sound that way. Even Rand Paul sounds
No,
that
agreed.
way until you
Agreed.
sit down and take it in the arm.
Yeah.
You know,
Agreed. It's just if the Chicago
Tribune
Tribune's attacking him, he can't be that bad.
You know, someone there respecting him, checking him out, and it's not going to go what they're about. And I think pull the layers off, man. It's still this fucking rotten woman. You know, it's just
Yeah.
the same shit in other cities. You know, you can change the color of the skin of it. You can change the age and the gender of it, the sexual preference of it, but it's still a piece of shit.
But there's something here that I got to bring up. I really don't think Rahm Emanuel would give up his seat unless he wanted.
I don't either.
And that's something that scares me, because you had that Wichert guy talk about a nuke in Chicago. Well, and, coming up. So what a better way just to, get out of office than he has no responsibility. It's all this guy's fault. I personally really, really feels if there's a hidden agenda behind him either being this close to getting out of office. He is,
Chicago, man. I'm sure the fuck glad I don't live there. That's all you.
dude, it's Chicago because they've owned the voting machines, which is another reason I'm very, freaked out about why it's so close, because I figure Rahm would own the majority.
Yeah.
But the mob ties, the corruption, look how many of our politicians have been in jail. Look at all the Mayor Daley and his dad's hidden trains out of the state that Seth and I were talking about yesterday. That's showing guilt, major guilt too. So
Yeah.
they've gotten away with it for how long? And we pay the taxes and don't bitch and don't protest. So they rape us.
There's only one solution, man. It's not voting. It's not. The answer is Iceland.
It's not the answer is Iceland.
Go arrest the bankers. Go get all your mayors and
I agree.
surrounders. Take them, beat the crap out of them, take them out of there, and replace them with community and rural people that are the same bloodlines, the same assholes.
I agree.
Generations after generations after generation.
Well fucking said. And if people know what we're talking about in Iceland, look it up, because that's a blueprint on how to get these corrupt assholes out of power.
Yeah, and they even kick McDonald's out of there. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you get rid of McDonald's? The whole country kicked McDonald's out. The people got sick of it and stood up. But Iceland didn't have as much corruption. They had their own shit going on, but it wasn't near as half as bad as here.
Yeah.
These people the people there were still healthy enough and still not brain dead enough to make some action, while the typical American is stuck drinking their fluoride and aspartame, watching football, knowing every move that guy's made from the shitter since he was 6 until 20 in his football career.
Oh man. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So it's like you can't tell someone off to watch these guys throw on little balls in baskets long enough to watch. Hey, we're about to go into war to Russia. We were pissing off Russia. Oh, they're this whole war stuff. They can't do nothing. Yeah, right.
Yeah. No, people don't even think about Russia.
Russia, it's crazy. Everybody will die.
If you asked, polled 100% of Chicagoans, they would not even know that there's a conflict in Russia right now.
Half people in Chicago probably can't just fucking spell Russia.
Man, I can't make no comment. I don't want to get shot at.
Look at the Ukraine. And what do you think Putin's pissed? We're trying to get our people in there. Putin ain't stupid. He was KGB.
Yeah,
He knows what we're up to. He's part of the whole fucking global issue
Yeah.
on that side of the world. He knows what's up. He knows we're putting people in there to take over Ukraine, and he was warning. You arm Ukraine, we're going to blow you up.
Yeah. And he's brought tactical nuclear missiles up to the fucking front lines, not in Ukraine, but before, and threatened to nuke. When was that, Seth? Was that wasn't Bosnia, was it? Or
No, that was Obsidia and South of Acacia. South Ossetia.
Exactly.
Sorry,
What was that?
that was South Ossetia and Abkhazia with Georgia.
Yeah, in
It
Georgia.
was dead
Georgia.
serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they don't fuck around.
Well,
They
I mean,
don't fuck
repeatedly
around.
they've said that they will respond with nuclear weapons if attacked. Then again,
logs and retired military and the white people will just get together and just do a nice one. We don't need to have 1776. We don't need to go that far. We can just be a 2001, 13 or 14 Iceland, whenever, whatever year they did that. It's taking a little while.
Yeah. And
go arrest these fuckers and take them to the street and flog their asses. Whatever's got to be done. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Forced vaccinations coming, FEMA camps, the big little Guantanamo Bays up there in Chicago, and drones. I mean, how bad is it going to get, man, for people to just wake the fuck up?
yeah, and actually, I wanted to play a clip actually of that, and I'm gonna experiment with something real quick here because this is yeah, right. Oh no, this is either not gonna work at all or it's gonna work good. But I'm gonna go to this playlist, and basically what this does is this gives credit to the people that actually made the videos, right? So therefore, I can't get copyright violations for no reason anymore. And if people haven't realized, they don't really, you can't tell this, but you'll see the copyright violation. They have copyright written me for speaking.
I think you're just a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
I think you're just getting that.
Yeah.
Weird vibe. Everybody's out to get you.
Hey, Seth.
Hate you.
Yes, sir.
Don't spy on this. Google doesn't.
Okay.
Information in the CIA.
Telly, you're getting muted. He got muted. Seth, tell the fans about what happened on the last two podcasts we tried to do from my house.
oh, you actually, it's weird. You didn't really get it from the from what you saw as the finished product. You saw a little bit of it, but they kicked us off, either you or myself, at any given point, like at least a dozen times, man. It was ridiculous. It was absolutely insane. The fact that they kept kicking us off and kept messing with the feed and kept messing with the audio, turning the audio off, messing the audio, speeding the audio up, slowing the audio down, messing with the video feed, just anything that they could possibly do.
He's pissed that he got muted. He had the first time Pete Wickert's ever censored anyone.
Oh man, it's all good.
But
how you doing? Hi, Pete.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you though, man. Honestly, this is the only way I think that I could save. Can you guys hear this?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right, so basically, we're gonna take a quick break. Telly, you want me to call you back in a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
All right. All right, cool.
All right, brother, I gotta run.
All right, thanks, Seth.
No, you're very welcome. Anything you want to cover at any point, just let a brother know.
Would you be willing to actually cover some news a little later still, or not? Because I wanted to try something. Stay on for a second.
Okay.
Tell me if you see this.
Yeah, I do. I can see a picture of the
Yeah?
Alex Jones channel video itself and everything from your screenshot.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, badass. Now, let me just find that. So, do you see it maximized?
Didn't full. Yep, perfect.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, God bless, brother.
God bless you, Seth. All right, I think we're having some problems. Unless you could hear this, I hope everyone could hear this right now. I don't think so. All right. I think I'm not sure if you guys were able to hear that. So I personally want to break down what is going on. Read these articles myself because it's pretty interesting that we have a citizen torture center here in Chicago, and I hate to say I told you so, but I do feel vindicated because I have been pretty much preaching this for quite some time. So it got broken basically by the Guardian, and it's now all across the world. But in Chicago, we don't hear about it, and when they talk about it, they have like a smile on their face. And pretty much the people are disappearing into what looks like a factory. And according to the detailed report by the Guardian, the Chicago Police Department has been holding people in a non-discrete warehouse complex in the city's west side known as Hammond Square. Excuse me, battling a cold. Um, and it says here the time-honored military tactic is alive and well, and it's basically like Guantanamo Bay, but in the heart of this, you know, country, but in the heart of my hometown as well. And pretty much they have chains, shackles. You don't get to talk to your lawyer. You don't get a phone call. They throw a black bag over your head. They disappear you in an unmarked SUV. Uh, they're pretty much keeping arrestees out of the database. They're getting beat up, head wounds, shackling for prolonged periods, denying attorneys access to the secure facility, holding people without legal counsel between 12 and 24 hours, including people as young as 15 years of age. According to this guy who is handcuffed to a bench for an estimated 17 hours while the police grilled him for information. He is repeatedly commanded, just tell us what we want to know and you could go home. Now, that gives us a look at what they did to the people in Guantanamo Bay. And after a while of getting your head beaten, chained, and probably waterboarded and God knows what else, anyone would confess to a crime. And it says, unsurprisingly, the police who run the place declined to let reporters in for a look around and have reportedly intimidated lawyers trying to gain admittance and advise their clients. It's sort of an open secret among attorneys that regularly make police station visits. Chicago lawyer Julia Bartmus said, if you can't find a client in the system, odds are they're there. So this is not just a minor place or a place holding people linked to Al Qaeda, which it does as well. This could be your 15-year-old child that gets taken here for what? For nothing. The facility is at least partly a result of a controversial Pentagon program to transfer military equipment to local police forces. Cook County has received some 1,700 pieces of military equipment thus far, and observers have reported seeing military Humvees in the complex, plus a metal cage similar to what you find at a CIA interrogation facility. On a more Marco scale, it seems like part of a disturbing trend whereby cities are blurring the line between military police operations, dissent and terrorism, and political crimes and other kinds of crime. Anti-gang, anti-drug forces operate out of there as well. The Guardian source on the subject believe the phenomenon can be traced back to the tactics used overseas. And first, they wanted to move the base here. That was shut down. So what did they do? They move certain people here, and then, of course, it turns into a domestic holding facility. Now that is pretty damn creepy, if you ask me. And how would you feel if you just got snatched up by unmarked vehicles and thrown into like a medieval torture facility? So, Chicagoans, it's time for you to step the fuck up and get pissed off. Because if this doesn't piss you off, I don't know what will. I mean, 15-year-olds getting put in this place. What the hell do they deserve to? I don't know a 15-year-old that deserves to be shackled up, beaten in the head, interrogated in a black site that shouldn't exist in the damn first place. Okay. And I'm getting sick and tired of it, actually. I really am. I'm getting sick and tired of people not getting pissed off. I mean, I think Joe Biggs and Anonymous are organizing a protest, and if I can make it, I'm gonna go. And I suggest anyone listening in the Chicago area go. If you're in Indiana, go, because this affects every city. There's more than one here. I know this for a fact. And let me tell you, wherever you're at, farmland, city, wherever, state, whatever, even country, you probably have one of these in your area, and you would never know, and you're paying for it. Now, tell me that's fair. That there's something not right about this whole situation. And I'd like to get to the bottom of this, but they have Joe Biggs there, and he's a hell of a reporter, great guy, and I'm sure he's going to do his best and get us some answers. But the more answers we get, the more questions we'll have, because there's going to be more of these places uncovered. I wouldn't doubt if that's what's going on at O'Hare Airport. As you've seen my videos, and if you haven't seen my videos, I titled them FEMA camps. Because I know there's a fusion center there. There's too many train tracks that come together, underground roads, underground buildings, and it used to be a military base. There's military training there as well, and this hits home. And I just actually tried calling Joe Biggs on break to see if there's any new information he could provide, because I want to know what the hell, how close he could get. And I'm worried about him, actually. I know he's only there with the cameraman, and I want to go there and back him up, but, he's trying to be as stealth as possible. So for the remaining about, I'd say like maybe 15 minutes, I'm going to call Telly back, because with Seth and Telly, it was kind of hard to manage the show in a way, I guess you could say, because Telly couldn't hear Seth. So with like I said, the transition, there's some missing equipment, but this is how we're doing it. We're calling them live on air. And yeah, it's good to be back in the studio, but it sucks to report on such a topic. Telly, you're live on air with Pete Wichert. This is Truth is Stranger in Fiction calling, and you owe us $1 million. But yeah, no, it was kind of hectic with having Seth and yourself on. So I figured we give you the floor here for the remaining like 15, 20 minutes, man. So what do you like to bring up, brother?
I don't even know where to start. I've been like knee high in this movie the past like month and 3 weeks, so that's my whole life has been revolved around right now.
Tell us a little bit about the movie as much as you can without giving anything away, at least.
Well, it's the movie's called The Zoom Leather Saving Face. Of course, it was Leatherface was what I wrestled under, so that kind of was a cool name for it. It's pretty much me the next 7 months, trying to get down to like my goal weight of like 230, 225, 230,
Mm-hmm.
with some muscle on, and be all, be all hot and stuff, Yeah, it's gonna be a little funny documentary. It's gonna be pretty real. It'll have some comedy in it. It's gonna show just, what I had to go through to, get what I'm doing now, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of cool things like Taekwondo for a whole month, boot camp with them. So I'm with the Black Belt recommended Taekwondo.
That's awesome.
I'm actually gonna go back and train with the guys that trained me when I was a kid. So my same instructors.
Damn.
So they're gonna help me for a month, and
Mr. Miyagi.
I got the cool thing, some cool plan for each month. I'm going to train MMA with Huckabee up there in Northern California. Go up there and not say I'm allowed any fights or nothing, but just to get the training and get the cardio and stuff like that, and a couple more surprises in the end. But man, it's looking pretty cool, man. It's gonna be a pretty good movie documentary. We'll shoot it on Netflix and probably Amazon, some other spots, and pretty sure InfoWars, and they'll probably distribute it hard copy as well.
That's awesome.
It should be pretty cool, man.
It's a win-win.
Sponsoring the movie, and then Dr. Group with them Local Healing Center.
Yeah, it's a win-win. Do you basically get to, show others a way. You get to show people the supplements work. You get to vindicate Dr. Group, Alex Jones, all the guys that have put a lot of time and effort and money into these products that are getting attacked for no damn reason. So this is a win-win.
I get to live, I get to live.
that too. And if you have any super male vitality left over, I'm not trying to say anything, but you missed a Christmas gift for me. My birthday is coming up in July, so hint.
There's no major magic pill or diet program. It's hard work and dedication. It's good to have the supplements. It gives you the extra edge. What I would recommend first is, a lot of people want to hop into get the proteins and get the super male vitality, but you got to take that first step first. You gotta heal your insides first. You gotta detox, all that crap out. Get the oxy powder and blow your fucking colon out for a month. You want to do that? You want to get a juicer. You want to juice twice a day for a month.
Yeah.
You want to reprogram and reset your body to be able to take in the healthy food and process it compared to all the crap food and the junk food and all the GMO garbage that we consume every day.
Yeah.
So, the steps before you go to super male vitality, man, my advice is get a juicer and get the colon cleanse first, because you gotta take care of those insides, or else all that nutrient and everything isn't going to get through all the mucus plaque and all the buildup you have in your colon and your intestines. It's pretty good science to everything, and you gotta learn the science, and you learn the diet and the exercise, and the supplements are great if you do everything you're supposed to, and everything lines up and works together, then you're golden.
Yep. And here's a applause. I just gave you an applause for your hard work. Yeah, everyone, the crowd here is loving it at Slam Internet Radio. We got thousands lined up to hear this.
Man, I thought I was an angry mob outside with the DHS coming to get you.
But dude, have you heard anything about this protest that Joe Biggs? I just tried calling him on break to see if he had anything to break with us on the show, any news. And I heard from Seth earlier that Biggs and Anonymous are going to be protesting.
Oh, again?
Yeah, outside of Chicago here. So I might have to.
I haven't heard about that yet, but
why don't you fly down? We need some. We need some backup, Telly. You want to fly down to Chicago and come in studio on Saturday after we go down there?
Oh, I'd love to do that.
All right. Come on now, man. You can stay at my place.
I'm going to work my way that direction. Probably, I plan not to be a fat ass by September, October, somewhere around there. So I'll definitely be flying out to I'm going to do my grand reveal on InfoWars.
Awesome,
So,
man. I'm so proud of both you and Seth, man. Seth has been getting on he went on Dan Badondi's show. Everyone should check that out. He wrote a really great article. It's getting like thousands of views on vaccines. You're doing your thing. It's great to, just hear this because, with everything going on with my mom, I've been disappointed in my own, you know, basically I feel guilty for not doing more, but it's great to see that you guys have, upped the ante and are having success.
you just do what you do, man. You just gotta, like I said, I had to build everything from the ground up. You know, it started off with depression. It started with a post on Facebook. You know, a couple of likes here and there. And it just builds up from there. You know.
Yeah,
I quit this. The more you true to the universe, the more you don't give up and face yourself, and the more the universe will get back to you.
yeah, and
And that's exactly what I've been doing, and it's been working. You know, I have my hang-ups and everything. You know, as soon as I get my shit back in gear, then the doors start opening again.
yeah, I mean, I've busted my ass, and it's like I've turned down some things, but the opportunity wasn't right, and there's some things that had to be worked out that they wouldn't budge on, and yeah, I mean, sometimes I feel like I kicked my own ass by not taking that job in Jacksonville, but I mean, I feel as if this city needs it more than anything. This city needs liberty. This city needs somebody like speaking different. I mean, it's all liberal crap on the radio, and I just hope that my efforts are not going unnoticed, I guess you could say.
Well, that's the best way to keep alive. You know, that's how people who do what we do to stay alive is if you keep who you are quiet, put the information out, and then come pick you off because no one knows who's putting the stuff out, or no one cares.
Yeah,
You put yourself on the line, and you're putting yourself out there with the passion and everything else behind your content and everything else, and you're going to see, well, you can't go off this guy because he's probably putting out there who he is, so we can pop him off, and then he wins. That's how Jonesy and McAfee, and that's how all those people stay alive.
yeah.
Put your name out there. You already stirred the bucket of shit. Now the odor's gonna start coming out.
Yeah, man, that's true, and I know that's my own philosophy too. Is just keep pushing the damn limit because otherwise they pretty much think they got you, and you're a pussy, and either they leave you alone and you shut up and just capitulate, or you challenge them to the max, and hopefully you stay alive by maintaining spotlight at least, and some fans that care, and that way if they do kill me or something, everything I said would be perceived as truth even if I was wrong on some things. So yeah, you're right, that's the way to go, and that's why Alex Jones is still alive.
That's what pretty much keeps everybody alive is you putting it out there, man. I was pretty impressed when you were just showing me all those videos. You pretty much mentioned all that Chicago crap before that his company broke it. Joe came and broke it after that.
Oh shit.
You were sitting around on Facebook and I was reading video after video. Your videos you put up and videos you were finding on that subject, and just like 3-4 days later, boom, and Big Z's up there talking about Chicago. I was like, oh wow,
Yeah, well,
it's good. It's good you're doing what you're doing. You have a good outlet to get content out there, and you don't have wars and they see bullshit they'll go after and pop it out there. We both have a really good outlet to expose this stuff, and we all do something. We all do all what we can do to help the cause and help the fight in different ways.
that was well said, and that means a lot to me, man, because yeah, it all started off with just had a weird bad feeling about it, and then I started researching the companies, and then this led to that, and I have hours and hours of footage still that I've yet to release, that of police actually chasing me where I've actually got them. I mean, I have so much footage on that. I'm pretty much like public enemy number one over there, but that's how I knew something was going on, because I was starting to get followed but never pulled over by these black unmarked vehicles. So I hate the fact that I'm vindicated, but it doesn't take a genius. It's just that everybody's focused on what's going on at the airport and not realizing that that other side has got a actual on record fusion center. The Chicago police have been working with DHS all along, and there's too many people here to not have one in Chicago. Some kind of either it's FEMA dome is there again either. So I don't know if this is FEMA, black ops, military type thing, or a black site like that. But I can tell you there's something going on there. It's just so hard to get video because of the speed limit, because of the harassment. But I appreciate you saying that, because I literally risk my life sometimes for that, man. Really do.
Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Just, you're, like I said, we both have limited resources, and just utilize what you have, and just keep up the good fight. And like I said, when it's time for your time in the universe, and it'll open up and give you your own studio. It'll give you your sponsor to go ahead and give you your station you need. And then you start doing it big. That's all around the corner, and that's all can be let go from the universe when you stay true and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Telly. Thanks, man.
When I say that blow smoke up your ass, that's exactly what I did this past 3 months. I started doing all this stuff I've been talking about lately with the movie and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's I had to quit, be true, and do a lot of things. For instance, I had to quit doing the little drug things I shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah.
I don't mind saying this because it's honest and I don't care, but I was hooked on pain pills, being a wrestler and doing all the things I've done over the years. And I'm clean for a bit now. After I did the program and give it up and kept true to it. When it's there, I make it go away and want nothing to do with the stuff. And my pains are going away just from my body healing, and
Yeah.
stuff's not fucking my liver up no more. And it's there's always light at the end of the tunnel, man. And I was supposed to give them about a month ago. A couple months back when I started all this, I got really depressed and upset and didn't want to get off my ass and do anything about it.
Yeah. I have those days.
Keep being true. When you do something, you say you do it, do it. It's like I say when I quit fast food, and I quit drinking soda, and I preach it, talk about it. I don't touch the shit.
Yeah.
I know if I do, I'll start getting things yanked from me.
Yeah, no, I have the same thing. It's just that lately with everything going on with my mom, it's almost like I don't have a choice. I have to. And then I feel like shit for like days.
The universe is going to test you, man. I guess I've been going so smooth with me. But I ran into my very first hurdles, like 5 days ago when I told you about going to the TV station to do that interview.
Yeah.
About not liking my InfoWars shirt, and then when I told them it was all good, and they said, yeah, it's all good, and they escorted me out to the back.
Yeah, so basically Telly got censored and actually tricked to basically get kicked out of the building when he was supposed to go on air for interview, just for not turning his InfoWars shirt and inside out, when Alex Jones would not give a crap and actually encourages people to do things like that. And they slickly walked them out of a door and locked them outside.
Right out the corridor, just right out. I'm getting all ready and adjusting my hair and make sure I got no boogers and good to go. So I go out there and it's going to be like a boss, and all of a sudden the door closes behind me and it's cold and I'm in like a little corridor, but the only place to go is out. So I was pretty pissed, man.
I don't
was so
blame you.
friendly in there, and it was just like, it was just all good, but that's bullshit media for you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, of course, how I actually got to know your name and eventually get to know you, thank God, because I consider you, a great friend, was through the censorship of YouTube, which now Alex Jones is facing. I've been preaching about for a long time, and it's only going to get worse. So support the show, support Telly. Telly, I only got a few more minutes, so I want you to give out your websites for everybody. And I mean, everyone that sees this, go out there and check out, everything he puts out. But more importantly, when the movie comes out, support him, because this is not a propaganda stint for InfoWars Life products. Okay, this is a life changing experience for a good friend of mine, and I'd appreciate your support, and watch it with an open mind, and then maybe follow his example.
And it's good is what people don't know, haven't quite, gotten yet is, I'm using these products, but I'm alone here. I'm filming every single day. I'm doing a still picture time lapse of my body changing, taking a picture every day for the next 7 months. I'm putting it all out there. I'm taking you inside my life. It's beyond this fire, bottle rockets shooting out butt cracks and all the goofy shit I did back in the old days. This is the real deal. You're gonna see me crying. You're gonna see me pissed off. You're gonna see me in pain.
Yeah.
You're gonna see me close to giving up. You're gonna see me getting courage. You're gonna see me doing big things like running a fucking 5K for the first time in my life. Obstacle courses in it, mud, and shit.
Yeah.
I'm taking people inside, my life, and my life issues I'm going through is the same problems that millions and millions and billions of Americans are going through.
Yeah, and that's just a hard thing to do.
If I can change my life, change my body, get rid of the problems, and maybe I can help inspire those millions and millions of people when they see this your average everyday underdog coming forward and doing it and showing you.
Yeah, because honest to God, we need it. We need it. We need to improve ourselves, like, physically, spiritually, mentally, in every way. But showing your personal trials and tribulations, man, that's a hard thing to do, to open up like that, knowing so many people are going to see it and you're putting yourself out there. So, I mean, that takes courage, man, but it's going to hit people.
But especially when I'm taking pictures with my shirt and shit off, you know what I mean? And that's not something I don't do much anymore,
Yeah.
Insecurity issues. Like I said, I take me all the way inside, man, all the way to me in the bedroom and here, look at my bed, sleeping, talking, and in the kitchen, talking on the shitter while I'm having an oxy powder Bruce Lee out your ass moment.
Oh, shit.
I'm doing it, man. And that's going to be a pretty good film, and people check it out. Let's go to facebook.com/losing weather saving face.
Losing weather saving face. Just
yeah, there's also Telly Blackwood, www.tellyblackwood.com. My service is hosting here in the UK, which is half-ass all the time, so sometimes it comes out, sometimes it don't.
Well, but, keep trying, people. Keep trying until it does.
I'm Humbleshit's first movie, and I already got the second movie sequel already written out. Actually, the second movie already has funding promised if I complete the first one. So that was a good article, but a reward after it. So my second movie is going to be Death of the Fast Food King, and that's where I want to do a documentary. I want to show people how to do exactly what I did.
Wow.
Not just seeing me going through the things and the comical videos. No, they're going to see exactly what I did, how to call the sponsors, how to get a campaign going. What exactly to quit and to avoid. I want to show people exactly what to do.
I'm looking forward to watching it myself, man. I could use some advice.
It's gonna be cool, man. Facebook.com/losing weather saving face. Go like the page and say what's up or go fuck yourself or something.
Hey, Telly, man, thanks a lot for coming on, and I'm sorry about the little technical difficulties and such, but man, if anything, Saturday, if you're free again, I'd love to have you on. I have nobody scheduled yet so far, so if you'd like to come on again, you're always welcome, man.
I always like when I'm call and cuss and talk shit and get muted and racking up pep checks on somebody. I love it.
Dude, honestly, at least I have some guests that make me go home and have nightmares. At least when you come on, I have a good time, bro. And laugh.
That's right, man. And that's my thing. I'm a funny dude, man. That's my passion has changed, and instead of chasing the stars and chasing fortune and glory, I want to inspiration is a much better feeling, regardless of how much it brings in or not. It's bringing in that feeling I like when people say, "Fuzzy, I'm going back to the gym." You know, inspiration is contagious. It's like freedom.
Yeah, and I'm hoping I can pick up on some of yours, brother. But
oh man, you got a whole reservoir of your own, man. Just figure out how to put the tap in there and pump the cake, baby.
it sounds good, man. I'll have to learn. But hey, man, thanks again for joining me on short notice because, you know, Joe Biggs had an important assignment down here and canceled and let me know and Telly right away was there for me. And I appreciate that, man. And all your support through these trialing times.
No problem, man. I'll be here. Hit me up anytime, man.
All right, man. God bless. And I'll give you a call probably tomorrow or something, man. Talk.
All right, buddy. Talk to you then.
All right. See you, bro. All right. I know my buddy Danny here has to go, so I'm not going to hold you long, Danny. Pretty much just wanted to cover one other thing, two other things. I'm glad that vaccines are in the spotlight. There's a debate, and this whole forced inoculation thing might actually get pretty much what it should be thrown out and laughed at because that's something that was protected by the Nuremberg Code, basically human experiments and such. So I'm glad to see that happen while I was on my personal break due to my mom's health. I also hate to see that Obama is turning into an open jihadist in my eyes, not even admitting that ISIS is basically a terrorist group. Instead, it's people like myself, Telly, Joe Biggs, and Seth that are. And I spoke to Scott Sentinel from the True Sentinel, and he doesn't think that the nuke went off in Ukraine, but he's not completely sure. He has connections there, and they don't think, obviously, that they'd be able to cover it up. But that does not, in my opinion, rule out a small tactical nuclear device like Joe Biggs did the report on, due to the difference in appearance from the chemical plant that blew up in Texas. So I wanted to put that out there. I had a ton of fan questions, but I'm going to get to those on Saturday. Sorry for the clips that actually didn't play. What I'll do is I'll edit it and or possibly record it and switch it up. So thanks for tuning in to the Truth is Stranger in Fiction, my return to Slam Internet Radio on February 26th of 2015. And I'd like to thank you for your support and thank you for your thoughts and prayers. And if you may continue to pray for my mom, I would, it means a lot to me. And don't worry about me. I'll get through it. And this is good step forward, me coming back, and I feel at home. And I can't thank the support of everyone, and especially the SPC, InfoWars, the people on Twitter, my fans, my friends. Thank you all, and thank you for tuning in to this broadcast. And remember, the Truth is Stranger in Fiction with Pete Wichert's Facebook page is always updating news. Check it out, share, like, and comment on this video, and God bless.